Hi, I'm Jim Preston, and Katya and I want to take you on a nice little overlanding drive up Cottonwood Canyon in south-central Utah. It's a beautiful drive, very scenic, other than two power lines that kind of ruin it in places. There's lots of dispersed camping, and there's amazing rock formations everywhere. So we have some treats for you, and let's get out on the road and explore this beautiful canyon for your next overlanding adventure. We'll start our trip on the south end, the US 89. It runs along the Arizona-Utah border, and not that far from Page and Lake Powell. And then we'll head north all the way to State Route 12, Utah 12, very scenic. The lower part of the trail on the southern end there is it's pretty boring actually for the first couple of few miles. So it's a decent road. There's a little bit of washboard here and there, not really any reason to air down. You get bounced around a bit and then it ends. So don't bother airing down usually. But you can start to see the canyon come in to focus, and that's when it gets much more interesting. As you see here, you've got rocks on both sides, big rock formations on both sides. There's tilted, slanted up rocks, whole slabs of rock everywhere, especially on the west or left side if you're going north. And the beauty just gets more and more intense as you go up. More different, the soils are different colors. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, you have these power lines there. I don't know why the BLM allowed those to be in that canyon. There's really a nice, large, dispersed camping site to the right here. And now we're really getting up close to the rocks. I wanted to mention here that most of our navigation is done with the BLM maps that are on the Avenza Maps app. Here's a cool map from rocked.com, which also has an app, by the way, and it shows geology with Cottonwood Canyon here kind of going north to south pretty much. You can see there's black fault lines everywhere, and the canyon itself is an earthquake fault, and that becomes obvious. So we have the early Jurassic Navajo sandstone on the Kayenta sandstones on the left, and we have the Cretaceous geologic period on the right, which gives you those two very different looking rock formations on both sides. To see this better, let's pull into this diverse camping spot here and get that drone in the air, and I'll really show you how cool this canyon is. And look at that. There is a cool earthquake fault with Jurassic on the right, that's the west side, and Cretaceous cliffs on the left. That's the east side, for those who are confused about those two things. You can see Cottonwood Creek here doesn't have water in it up this high, and I don't remember seeing it up this high probably ever, and I've been down it multiple times, up and down it. But further down, it does have water almost all year. So yeah, again, we're over this Navajo sandstone and looking into that darker Cretaceous. But from the road and from the air, Cottonwood Canyon is a visual treat. There's few others as good. Now I'd like to take you up the Lower Narrows Trail. So Cottonwood Creek actually goes through the rocks here for a ways, and there's Upper and Lower Narrows, and you can take a hike between them, and you go up this kind of slot canyon, not very tight, of course, but it's still pretty cool. I mean, it's a really narrow canyon. So we get up in here a little ways, and you can start to see that the creek takes a right turn. And let's just go right around the corner and I'll show you what's up there. I can't go much farther because I'm out of the range of the controller. So somewhere about here it started to complain. But anyway, that's the canyon. Isn't that cool? There's a dry fall on the left here. Now let's drive up the canyon a little farther to the Upper Narrows, north end of the Narrows, and there's a little trailhead there, small. We'll park there, But look at the rocks on the right. Twisted, beautiful, interesting. Here's the view, huh?
Ooh. Красота. Little goblins here.
Mm-hmm.
Magic land.
So I'd like to shoot this. I think down the bottom in the wash area, there's a place to pull over.
With a drone?
Yeah. Here's the other trailhead.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, to the right, so that's about it for pulling over. So.
All right. That.
This is the road ahead of where we parked. So there'll be a little climb here from where we park out of that. There's a little wash crossing there. And it's pretty interesting on the other side. You can see the rocks far ahead. There's some big slabs lifted up, contorted angles. Again, on the left side there, we've got Jurassic. On the right side, the darker rocks are Cretaceous, the last of the dinosaur periods. And yes, there are dinosaur fossils in the Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument. Fun stuff. So looking back to where we parked, these are these really fun rocks. This has been one of my favorite spots in South Utah. So there's no real dispersed camping area amongst all these beautiful rocks. There's just a couple of trailhead pullover parking beside the road there. And quite often those are occupied by guide services bringing people in from Bryce Canyon to hike the Narrows. And also to show them these cool rocks. So now I want to fly you up through the upper Narrows. I know that's not it straight ahead. It looks pretty cool there. But as we go to the left, there it is. This is the tighter end. The canyon's narrower on the northern or upper Narrows. Look how nice that is down through there. And also, you might notice I'm getting a bit more courageous with the drone and getting in tighter places. It's supposed to have, the ability to move away from these rocks, but I've never tested that. Not particularly interested in doing that. Everybody crashes their drones, but I'm going to try not to. Now we're out of Cottonwood Canyon, and we're heading kind of northwest towards Grosvenor Arch. And the scenery opens up here. It's really big scenes. You can see long distances. Again, the road tread is just fine, and it always has been every time I've been through there. A few minor ruts, but nothing significant. Yeah, it's kind of a fun drive down through here. Welcome to the Grosvenor Arch area. Well, no arch there. So I was in the air for a few moments and looking for the arch. It's actually quite obvious from the trailhead picnic area. And there's a toilet there also, very nice little area. But as I was in the air and getting close to it, I couldn't find the arch. But look what I found. So I was a bit scared flying into this hole. But somehow I was able to pilot the drone into it and then out of it, which is pretty important also. But it gave kind of a cool perspective to the rocks here. I see Grosvenor Arch and its little child arch to the upper left. And we're going to fly in behind it. Wait for this. Coming in. Whoa. Right outside there. Yeah, pretty fun. Okay, not quite as smooth as it should be. But down there you can see the picnic area and the trailhead. So let's fly into the arch from the main side that everybody sees and everybody photographs. You can see the little child arch up there to the left. I didn't harass that one. I just went after the main one. And right into it. Kind of fun, and it gives you a great perspective that you don't get standing down below. Nice steep drop here to Kodachrome Basin. Nothing technical, but great views. Paria River crossing here. It's a biggie. Take it slow, Kat. We may need a snorkel for this. It looks like a snorkel. Steady pedal, keep moving. It's solid rock, I already know that, but
Okay.
yeah, it's a good place. It scares people, visitors in rental cars, actually. Pavement and Kodachrome Basin State Park to the right, which it's really hard to get a campsite there, but if you get into the basin campground, it's really a cool place to hang out. And there is ice cream at the entrance station. You gotta have that ice cream. Out here, it tastes like heaven. So now we're on our way to Escalante, which we are going to commit the ultimate overlander sin. We've decided to stay in a glamp ground overnight. It's a really cute place, a lot of old cars. It's got Airstream trailers. We're going to stay in our van, but it's got a pool, hot tub, group gathering area. And we've been seeing this for years as we drive past it. We decided on this trip, we're going to go experience it for one night. And then back into the Grand Staircase Escalante. So I can take...
And for dinner today, we have some chicken kebabs with sweet potatoes cooked in our solo stove. Okay, the dinner is served, and Jim is as excited as he could be.